Dragons breathing fire, legends told, phoenix rising, bright and bold. It's Mythical Monday, come and learn with me. Creatures so wild, so hard to believe. From mermaids swimming in the deep blue sea, to fairies dancing, it's a mystery.
Today on Mythical Monday, we go over a video suggestion by a viewer, and these creatures are called Samodivas. These beings have a few different names: Samodiva, Samovila, and Vila. For simplicity's sake, I will be calling these beings Vila or Vilas. The mythology and stories about Vilas come from Slavic teachings. In these stories, we get told that Vilas are a kind of wood nymph or forest nymph, but Vila had other plans. Most folklore tell about the healing abilities that Vila had, and this came from the Vila having deep connections and ties to the forest that these creatures dwelled in. These stories tell about how well Vila knew about the medicinal uses of the plants around them, with stories telling about humans trying to eavesdrop on conversations about how different plants can be used for medicinal reasons. This, however, was risky to do, for any human caught was killed. Most of these stories tell about those who get caught being sang to by the Vila, which would drive them to madness, enabling the Vila to absorb their life essence, which is what they kind of needed for food, or the Vilas would be enchanted or bewitched to dance around the fires with these Vilas. But come morning time or dawn time, the Vilas would disappear and the people who were enchanted to dance would drop dead. Some of the stories about Vila making men go crazy, always on the hunt for Vila, eventually making the men die on their own search for these mythical creatures. This is said to happen when the Vila sing to the males they can attract by singing. The Vila desired to do this for the life essence. Most stories say this is due to the Vila needing the life essence of the people enchanted to help prolong the life of the Vila. Every story I came across about Vila say that all Vila have blonde hair. Some stories very unkempt hair, other stories they have curly blonde hair, and fiery eyes, with Vila always being females. Many stories tell us that Vila love to dance, often celebrating the cycle of the day. Most of these stories talk about the Vila singing while dancing around a fire very deep in the woods. These celebrations took place away from humans, but any human who stumbled upon these celebrations were charmed and bewitched by the beauty of the Vila, mixed with voices that are said to bewitch upon listening, forcing those with the misfortune of stumbling across these gatherings to dance themselves to death. Many other folklore tell us about Vila and having control over the weather, with stories about droughts and sudden crop fires. There's even stories about Vila making cattle sick, even taking the lives of the cattle when Vila choose to do so, or feel wronged by the humans most impacted by these actions. When I was looking into the parentage of Samovila, it was a little conflicting, with stories claiming that the mother of Samovila is the daughters of Lamia, this queen in Greek mythology who was caught sleeping with Zeus by his wife Hera, who was so outraged and jealous that Hera cursed Lumia to be a demon always on the hunt for her children to consume. With other stories saying that Vila are the daughters of the Thracian goddess Bendis, who is associated with both hunting and the moon. Every story I could find about various powers Vila have, every story says Vila dress only in white dresses, but that these dresses are shapeless and enable the Vila to fly if or when needed. With a few stories telling about how Vila have wings, but overall, Vila having wings was extremely rare. However, this trait has made these fascinating creatures part of the fairy realm in most folklore. Samodivas have a few places they prefer to live, always trying to avoid most humans, always in the deepest parts of the forest and woods. I have to warn you though, please do not go into the woods seeking these creatures out. Getting lost, hurt, and or worse things can happen. Samodivas enjoy living in abandoned shacks, very old trees, and with some Samodivas living in caves. Many folklore say that Samovilas stay in this realm during the spring and summer. There are stories that tell about Samodiva helping humans, blessing crops with abundance, and even giving up healing knowledge to help the humans that the Samodiva likes. To appease Samodiva, many stories say to stay away from the spaces that the Samodiva frequently dwell. If you must go through a place that the Samodiva might dwell, respect the nature around that area and go elsewhere. Leaving an offering of food or flowers is said to keep the passerby safe from the anger of the Samodiva. Other stories say that capturing the gown a Samodiva wears would give control over the Samodiva. This, however, is considered to be very, very dangerous. Many stories claim Samodiva consume everything, including those that anger or upset Samodiva. Making offerings to gain the blessings of the Samodiva is simple to achieve. I also have to say that these creatures do not like being cut off from the gifts that humans give to them. So once you start, keep up with giving them the gifts to continue to gain the blessings that Samodiva can give to humans. Due to this kind of mentality, instead of offering cut flowers, I would instead offer living plants native to the area you give these offerings to. These creatures are known to be very isolated, and what pleases Samodiva in 1 week may not work the following week. Making these offerings regularly is the key element in gaining the favor of the Samodiva. Most folklore that have been told in Slavic communities have stories about Samodiva being able to transform into a bird. This is not a cute little songbird we're talking about, but a large white bird that has the ability to blow flames from their mouths, making Samodiva even more dangerous. Stories with creatures and beings were spread by traders, travelers, and people who married into other cultures. They have been a catalyst behind how other cultures adopted and changed the names of these creatures. The spelling of the name Vila, V-I-L-A, is more of a cultural term for Samovila. This spelling, however, evolved to be spelled V-E-E-L-A. And I'm sure every Harry Potter fan knows a little bit about these creatures. It is due to coming across this information that I started using the full name Samodiva. If you want a video about Vila, let me know down in the comments below. This was a great video suggestion. Thank you so much for suggesting it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to make more. Bye for now.
It's a mystery. Minotaurs hidden in the maze. Bigfoot a mystery.